5th of May every year. And this year's theme is uncovering asthma misconceptions. This theme provides a call to action to address common widely held myths and misconceptions concerning asthma that prevent persons with asthma from enjoying optimal benefit from the major advances on the management of the condition. Now, common misconceptions about asthma include childhood disease. People seem to think that it's a childhood disease. Individuals will grow out of it as they age. That's what you hear. That asthma is infectious. You get to hear that as well. That asthma sufferers should not exercise. That asthma is only controllable with high dose steroids and all of it. Plenty of misconceptions out there, and I have plenty facts. But I have Dr. Frederick Unoigboya here, our resident health expert, who joins me. Right now this morning. Dr. Fred, how are you today?
I'm good, Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How was your night?
It was wonderful.
Yeah, let me be your doctor today.
Yes, so.
Are you feeling cold?
The studio is always cold.
Yeah, it's the studio.
The studio is always cold.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Don't mind me. So let's talk asthma.
Yes,
Dr. Fred.
Yes.
What's asthma really?
Okay, so let's break it. Let's make it very simple. Number one, asthma is a chronic medical condition of the airway, and it's marked by spasm. When we say spasm, means like repeated constriction of the airways,
Like uncontrolled movement.
Yeah, of the airways. So people that have asthma usually come down with this constriction of the airways.
Yeah.
Yes, it comes and it goes with difficulty with breathing.
Like it closes.
It reduces. Yeah,
Oh.
reduces the airway in size.
Oh wow.
I'm
What
making it as simple as that.
what causes that?
Now, asthma. The cause of asthma has been broken into two: genetic and environmental.
Oh.
Genetics means that there's a genetic link. You could have a family member with asthma, and there's a possibility you could come down with asthma. Number one. Now, the environmental, that's where the whole causes of asthma lies. Number one, exposure to allergens. When we say allergens, materials, foreign bodies that can stimulate or irritate an allergic reaction.
Okay.
So if you are exposed to, let's say you're exposed to dust, to smoke,
Yeah.
you're exposed to molds, to animal falls, you could come down with asthma. Then also another cause of asthma could be work related. So people that work in flour mills, people that work in paint production companies could come down with asthma. Then also could be as a result of drugs. Drugs could also cause asthma. Then obesity also has been linked as a cause of asthma. Then there is this hypothesis. It's called hygiene hypothesis. So what it simply means, I have to mention it for certain reasons. Hygiene hypothesis says that in children, the immune system is naive. I'm using the word naive. The immune system has to develop and has to grow. So in children, when they are exposed to very clean environment, the immune system is not trained. I'm trying to make it very simple for us to understand. The immune system is not trained. The immune system has not been exposed to common infections that would at least tell it what to do in case it comes down with something like that again. So when these children why are you laughing, Sheriff? Come on.
To be too clean is a problem. Can be a problem.
Can be a problem because I have then in school I had a teacher. He is a doctor. The wife is a doctor, and they have the first child suffered asthma. Now what happened was their house is extremely clean.
Yeah,
extremely clean, and they now have a mini clinic in the house because of this child.
Oh my word!
So what they now decided that every other sibling that comes must be exposed to the normal life we live outside. Like you must play, children when they play with sand, they play in the rain. When they're coming back from schools, there's water somewhere. Kids want to go into that water. In a way, it stimulates the immune system. That is what hygiene hypothesis is trying to tell us. So if you now look into it again, it now says that this is common among a certain high class group. So you see it among the urban population, and it's not usually more in the rural because of this particular hypothesis, and there are other causes also of asthma.
Now, this is the most interesting part. I mean, I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
Never heard this before. But what are the symptoms, though? How do you know that someone is coming down with asthma?
Okay, the symptoms of asthma. There are classical signs. Let me see symptoms for asthma. Number one, cough.
Okay.
So these symptoms are noticed at night or early in the mornings. At night, in the morning, so there is cough, there is chest tightness, and
what kind of cough before we move away
okay,
from
so
that?
the cough is non-productive. When we say non-productive, you usually do not cough out anything. But in the most severe cases, there could be production of mucus.
Okay.
Now, the cough is non-productive, chest tightness. The fellow feels like there's compression on the chest. Then there is difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, and there is wheezing. So wheezing is a sound. If you've ever had someone that has been asthmatic before and you listen carefully close to the nose, you hear this a very faint sound that occurs when the fellow is trying to breathe out. So breathing in, there's nothing there. When you breathe out, you hear this silent
that wheezing.
That sound, that's very little faint sound, like you can hear it. But in the most mild cases, you might not pick it up, only when you listen to the chest. So these are classical signs, symptoms of asthma. Now, there are other things that people, because I've had this discussion before, and people tell me that when I sleep in the morning, I sleep with my fan on, or I sleep with the AC. I usually have stuffy nose. I usually sneeze at times. Is it that I'm asthmatic? Now, let me break it down. It simply means you are like in the family, in the group of people that could come down with asthma. So you're having allergic rhinitis. You're having allergic rhinitis, you're having sinusitis. So what allergic rhinitis simply means is that you have a runny nose, you have a blocked nose. So some people, when they sleep at night and they wake up in the morning in a very cold environment, they'll tell you that, my nose feels blocked. And then later during the day, you are fine. Then the other group of people again, that we call them ocular shiners. Any little thing, they are itching the eyes persistently. So the shining means, when you shine your shoe, you polish
the way you move your hand.
So you see people like that,
like
repeatedly shining the eyes, or sneezing repeatedly. These are signs. These are other symptoms that could point you, like you could come down with asthma.
Before we go into what to do, let's talk about whether this is related to age or not. I mean, how early can someone come down with asthma? How old can anybody come down with asthma?
I believe we're all common with kids having asthma. People are not common with the adults coming down with asthma. As a matter of fact, I heard a professor of medicine was diagnosed asthma at about 70.
What?
Yes. He was diagnosed being asthmatic at 70. So because you are okay right now does not mean that you could be asthmatic later in the future. I saw a lady discuss with me a few weeks ago, and she told me, like, I've never had it before. I think they don't know what they're doing. They said I'm asthmatic. Say, God forbid, how can I be asthmatic? I'm told that it occurs only in children. So no, you could have a child can be asthmatic even just from birth, could come down and be asthmatic. Or as you age, as you grow older, you could come down with asthma.
Let's talk management. How is it managed?
The best form of management for asthma is to prevent the triggers.
Is it curable first?
No, it's not. It's not curable. It can be managed. Some people can outgrow it.
Okay.
So some kids can grow up and fine, they're done, nothing again. Why it could linger on with some individuals for the rest of their life. So you could fall into that group. The reason why you outgrow it, we actually do not know for now.
Okay.
So at least half of the population of kids that come down with asthma, when they grow up, we've been told that yes, they could outgrow asthma. So the best form of management for asthma actually is prevention of exposure to those triggers in the environment. Now we know that yes, you can manage asthma, the mild form, with the inhalers. You have to use your inhaler in the beginning. But we tell asthmatics, first of all, know your triggers. Someone came to the clinic.
Get familiar.
You know what the triggers are. Someone came and said, the woman brought her child to the clinic and was complaining. I was like, what triggers this asthma? We don't know. Only to discover that they bought a pet. And what was the pet? The parrot. And this child loves going to play with the parrot. Now that is for that child. Someone else could have a parrot and never react at all.
That's right.
Some people could have cats, could have dogs in the house, and they react. So first of all, know your triggers. Then if for any reason you have you feel it's about to come, because people that are asthmatic know that it's like, oh, it's about to come. Immediately leave that environment. Then when it comes, have your inhaler with you. You know, Nigerians, we are fond of when people are gasping for air, and what we do, we pour them water, people surround them. You're actually not helping, you're worsening the case. So what you do is that take this fellow away from that environment.
That's right.
Let there be good ventilation. Do not pour water. Do not give this fellow anything to drink. Do your best to take that individual to the hospital, because it can be bad at times. Can be very, very bad.
Yeah, I was going to ask: can it be fatal?
Yes, it can. It can be fatal. Very, very fatal. Well, I've managed few cases of asthma, and I've not had a very bad case. But I've noticed that some people, they insist on what to give to them, because we could use injections, we can use your inhalers, we could use medications. So they insist on the injections. Oh, this asthma is coming again, I need injection. Injection is not the first, should never be the first. What you use should be your inhaler, because it's like a step ladder. It's a ladder.
Yeah.
So we use this. In case it doesn't work, we go to the next phase of management. But when they come,
why would the inhaler not work?
Inhaler not work because of the severity. So when you understand how asthma occurs, now the airway, let's use a straw. You know, when you buy your mineral, you're taking a sip with your straw.
Yeah.
Now, if the straw is clear, you don't use strength in pulling your drink.
That's right.
Now, if for any reason there is something within that straw, reducing the size of the straw, or there is something like mucus, which mucus, like gum, let me use gum so we can understand, inside that straw, the size of the straw reduces. Now you add more work to pull out. This is exactly what happens to people that are asthmatic. So when the airway reduces in size, number one, there could be mucus also in that airway. So the mucus might not allow your inhaler to pass through. So when you're taking in the inhaler, the mucus could prevent the inhaler actually going to the point where it could cause dilation of the airway. These are the cases you might want to use something else. But in the mild cases, your inhaler should work for you.
Indeed. So I have a couple of questions here, Dr. Frederick, that have come. But in case you want to calling, we're going to give you an opportunity to calling. But in case you can't hear me, once you calling, just go straight to your question, right? Because it's possible that you won't get to hear me. We're still working on how you can get to talk to us. You know, we can have a conversation. But in case you can't, just go straight to your question. Let's take this one from Facebook. This person says, now I know. I used to experience those symptoms. My mind comes and go. I experience it more if I sleep on the floor or under the fan. Thanks, Dr. Fred. That's the one when you sleep and you wake up with
cold, blocked nose.
All right. Let's see if we can get some calls in.
Okay.
Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
I'm first time calling on your show.
Welcome.
Everything the doctor said is true, but I'm actually an asthmatic patient. It was actually more severe when I was a bit younger, but right now it's reducing. But I don't know. I do not use my inhaler for now because it has reduced. I just use my Ventolin. Do you advise I just use the Ventolin, or I still get my inhaler in case of probably it gets severe at some point? Thank you.
Thank you too.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would advise you to get it and keep it. Get it and have it. Yes. Okay. Let me say it like this. First of all, I would advise you speak with your doctor. Number one, he knows how you've been faring, so he knows your progress thus far. Because we've heard people, they say, now my asthma is gone and I don't need to take my medications again, and suddenly they could have an attack and it could be very fatal. So what you need to do, please, first of all, get your inhaler around you and keep it. We don't have to be ashamed of our inhaler, because I went out some time ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, for an event and we were together. So when we were coming back home, we passed where they were burning something, domestic refuse.
Yeah.
And suddenly one of us started gasping. Because I was a doctor, so I knew what was going on. And the next thing I came out of my mouth was, are you asthmatic? And yes. Where is your inhaler? Very far. Did you bring it? No. Why? I don't want people to. Are you serious? Now, it spoiled the events and everything. We had to take this young fellow somewhere where we could get the inhaler and give to this person. Now, what happens if there was no inhaler around? Remember, this airway, the airway constriction can worsen. It continues. It worsens. And you know, when you're burning something, that whole environment is saturated.
That's right.
So you have to drive
right.
or use a bike to take this fellow out of that particular vicinity.
Right.
So you have to get it with you, and don't be shy. Then we need to tell people too not to stigmatize people with asthma.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've heard someone say, your asthma, I don't know where you came from. And they mock children with asthma in school. This is not fair. It's not right. And everybody should understand that it's something that we could all come down. Even you mocking them, tomorrow you could be asthmatic. So let us know that, please. It's normal stuff.
Don't be ashamed to go around or give your kid the inhaler whenever he or she is going to school.
Let the teacher know.
Exactly.
You know, there was a video on Twitter where they were trying to address something about couples, where the lady was tapping the husband at night and she died.
I saw that video.
Yeah,
I saw that video.
They were trying to pass a message across. So she died because
I almost cried,
man. The inhaler was empty.
Yeah.
He was tapping the husband, but he didn't turn because he was angry.
Yeah.
It happens most times. So get your inhaler, know how to use the inhaler, and check it if it's full or it's almost empty.
So that's my last question. Oh, goodness me. So I'm tempted to go to the telephone.
Okay.
So when you're calling, please, because I was going to ask you about, I've had someone very close to me.
Yeah.
I've lost someone very close to me because she was gasping. She had the attack and she picked up the 3 inhalers and they were all empty. So I wanted to know what can be done, because I seem to, I don't usually get it, because it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So they have the attack and they pick up the inhaler and they found out that it's empty. I mean, how
do we let them know that you're running out?
Exactly. What is, because I want to believe that they will not intentionally, not know.
Yes, not know.
So is it that difficult not to know?
I wouldn't blame them. You see, when you have your car, you know your tank is running out.
That's right.
When you have your phone, you know the battery because you look for it. Your eye is there. If we pay attention to our inhalers too, when you use the inhaler, take time to check it. You feel it. Is there something in or it's faint? Can I feel the content of this inhaler anymore, or is almost out? Because it could just mess you up at night. And nothing is coming out again. So check, and if it's there, fine. If it's not there, you can't feel it, please get another one. As a matter of fact, it's good to have a backup.
That's right.
Have a backup, one with you in your wallet and one with you in your bag you take to work.
In the car, in the house, have a backup. Beside the bed.
Not for you, because you could be passing on the wayside and you see someone gasping.
That's right.
Your inhaler could save that Nigerian.
That's right. I'm with you on that one. Let's get to the telephone. Good morning to you. You need to turn off your radio. Good morning. Morning to you.
Yes, this is Amaka. I'm calling from Agri.
Welcome, Amaka. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm an asthmatic patient, and what I do, I always have my inhaler. Then I always make sure I have a backup. I always have a Ventolin tab around. So whenever I'm in that kind of situation where my inhaler has run off, I just use my Ventolin tablets. That's what I do.
Okay. Have you ever been discriminated against? Oh, Amaka is gone. Amaka, thank you for calling, though. Appreciate it. Nigeria info. Good morning. I think we lost that one. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Richard from Lekki.
Talk to me, Richard.
Yeah, but I want to ask your daughter, is it possible for people like us that are not asthmatic patients, is it possible, just to take the inhaler for fun?
Richard.
The normal Nigerian response. We do this.
Why would you want to take it for fun?
No, it's just like telling me you don't have headache and you're taking paracetamol. You should not be taking the inhaler, please. You have no business with it. You have.
He said to take it for fun. I can't even believe it.
For fun.
Yeah,
no,
I can't even believe you said that.
You should not. I beg you, please.
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Mercy.
Welcome, Mercy. Welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, we can.
This is Mercy. I'm calling from Alimosho.
Go on.
Oh.
My patient.
Okay.
Hello.
Go on,
This
Mercy. Go
message, I'm
on.
coming from Alimosho.
Go on.
Yes. I lost my auntie when she was 60 something years. Although we didn't know he has asthma, they were busy treating other treatment, hypertension, until they find out that he has asthma at that old age, so she couldn't manage herself. So that is done on us that we have, although we have it in our family, so it's done on me. I normally have some triggers. I normally have some, sometimes when I'm where they are cooking or dust. So I normally react. So now I want to ask a question. One, is it true that when asthma, when somebody is asthmatic, when he or she is small, when he or she grow old, she still come down with asthma? Two, the sleeping position. What is the best sleeping position of an asthmatic patient? Thank you.
Thank you too. Oof,
Thank
okay.
you. Two questions in one. Number one, a child with asthma can grow up and live a normal life. Number one, a child with asthma can grow up and the asthma will be gone forever. You can't trace it anymore. Another child can still have asthma and the asthma would be there till the child becomes a grandfather or great grandfather, would be there. So we can't actually tell you this child would outgrow it or this child would have it. The other one is sleeping position for asthmatic. Are you trying to tell me that when there's an attack, what is the sleeping position? Because if there is an attack, believe you me, the asthmatic patient cannot. Okay?
Yeah, Doc, hold on. We'll be back.
Okay.
Trust me, it's tailor-made just for you. I have a couple of questions. First of all, I want to ask, have you ever thought about studying abroad? And secondly, do you think it's impossible? Well, it's not impossible. Your study abroad journey can begin even right now. On May the 7th till the 8th, IE Abroad will be having the biggest university fairs in Lagos, on the island, and on the mainland. There will be 27 international universities. I'll bring that back. There will be 27 international universities and colleges ready to meet you virtually or physically and take your applications. Top international destinations like the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, and more are just a few days away. Further your education with an undergraduate and postgraduate degree with the opportunity to even work and live abroad. Sign up now and contact us at www.ieabroad.com. That's www.ieabroad.com or call 0905 689 6282. That number again is 0905 689 6282. Third time's the charm. 0905 689 6282. For more information, you can also reach us via social media at IE_abroad_Nigeria. And it's that simple, guys. Make sure you take advantage of this right now. It's going down on the May the 7th and the 8th, and you can sign up right now and contact us at www.ieabroad.com.
People, how far? See, if any kind person say you want the coded password for your bank app, I be your PIN, your card PIN, I be the theory number where they back of your card, your pay ID, I be the answer for your security question. I beg, don't give them all this information. Them suppose they coded. You no suppose share them with anybody. Make you wise up. No make them scam you. This message now from Kuda Microfinance Bank, the bank of the free. Make you download Kuda for your Play Store or for App Store to open account. Make you start to enjoy your banking.
Samsung is back again with yet another exciting promo. The Samsung Super Deal Promo. Buy any Galaxy S21 series and get a Buds Live. You also get a backpack for every Galaxy A32 or some freebies on your A02s purchase and 3,000 Naira discounts on Galaxy A02 and A3 Core. Promo runs from 3rd to 30th May 2021. Hurry now. Offer valid while stock lasts. T's and C's apply. Before now, getting a good HMO that works perfectly for my staff was a lot of hassle. Many HMOs come with cumbersome registration. It gets worse when my staff come back to complain about the terrible service they get from these HMOs. I decided to give Reliance HMO a try based on glowing recommendations I received from my HR colleagues, and I was not disappointed. I was able to register all 100 staff in 5 minutes. I have access to a 24-hour responsive helpline and an account manager that helps me with any issue. My staff raves about the premium service they receive from Reliance HMO. They especially love the access to gym, spa, dental care, and the hospital roaming. I no longer worry myself about issues concerning HMO. Reliance HMO does that for me. I will recommend them any day.
Visit reliancehmo.com/corporate or call 0700-7354-2623 to get a quote for your company and start enjoying reliable healthcare today. Reliance HMO. You can rely on us.
Hey, Oga and Madam, you don't see the room now. Make I show you the toilet where you could share with the other neighbors.
Now the toilet be this.
What's the
Oga agent, you mean say na general toilets clean come white like this,
Yes, now. The hypo toilet cleaner that they use to clean and kill the yama germs come out.
Hypo toilet cleaner? Wow.
Wash your toilet at least once a week with hypo toilet cleaner to keep it sparkling clean and germ free. Available in sachet for 35 naira only. Madam, now 2 years land on one collect.
We go pay for 6 years,
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to the Crossfire on Nigeria Info. It's 5:50. Why are you laughing? I'm waiting for the time. 58. Yes, it's 8:58 right now, not 5.
Okay.
It's 8:58 right now, but we are absolutely and completely out of time. Dr. Fred has agreed to come on the show tomorrow. Dr. Fred, am I speaking your mind?
Yeah, my Oga.
I'm not setting you up.
Yeah, my Oga, I'll be.
You're
here.
making it sound like I'm setting you up now.
I know. I'll be
Okay,
here.
so I'm setting you up. So Dr. Fred will be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and we'll take all your calls and your questions and your thoughts, because I mean we can see the lines ringing, we can see the calls, we can see the messages on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on WhatsApp. Well, we can't take any more right now, but Dr. Fred will be joining us again tomorrow. Let's talk some more about asthma, and get your questions as well for Dr. Fred to be able to address. Dr. Fred is on Twitter, by the way, so you can Dr. Fred, your Andrew.
Okay, at Fred Ostar _MD. Fred Ostar _MD, Twitter, Instagram, all social media actually.
Okay. So until tomorrow, you can send your questions to Dr. Fred, but we'll be back 8 a.m. tomorrow to discuss this fully and get more of your thoughts. Tomorrow will be dedicated to getting your thoughts in and your questions to Dr. Fred concerning asthma. Dr. Fred, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me today.
I'm Sheriff Quadri. We're done today on the show, Morning Crossfire. We're back tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, I'm on Twitter at Sheriff Quadri. I'm on Instagram at Sheriff Quadri. On LinkedIn at Sheriff Quadri. Come, chat me up. Let's engage. Daily Digest is next with Jimmy Disu. Good morning to you.
Breakfast Radio. Best served on the morning. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.